Hey guys, welcome to a second installment of the FIFA 21 Chelsea career mode, the mini-series of course on the early access version of the game via the EA Sports Game Changers program. Obviously there are a number of things that aren't as they will be in the full game in this version, kits, player ratings, etc, etc. But today we're going to end the transfer window. We don't plan on making any more signings, so we'll just sim our way through. We have the Super Cup against Liverpool, which I'll simulate. It's obviously, this build was built before the fixtures had come out for the current Premier League. So it's last year's cup winners, etc. So the Super Cup is Chelsea from winning the Europa League and Liverpool from winning the Champions League. So, and the group is actually the same as well in the Champions League for us. Valencia, Lille and Ajax. But we'll try and, well, hopefully do better than Chelsea did in real life last year in this save. So do drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, lads. Hit that notification bell as well and you won't miss a video from FIFA 21. There's this mini-series and I've got a number of other videos coming to you over the next few days from FIFA 21 career mode via this early access version. So make sure you sub so you don't miss out. But let's crack on. Let's move towards that Super Cup game against Liverpool, and fingers crossed we can come away with a victory there, although I will be simming this one and playing the Premier League games. Right, let's sim the game. You can see on the left-hand side it offers a probable lineup rather than offering exactly what the starting 11 is going to be. I don't yet know whether the probable lineup is always the lineup that they do actually start with, but we'll find out, of course. Sim match here, we've got Florenzi at right back. Judging by that probable lineup, we'll see if it is exactly as it said it was. Was Chamberlain in that probable lineup? Naby Keita? That's how bad my memory is. I paid attention to the defence with Florenzi, glanced at the midfield, and can't actually remember what it actually said 5 seconds ago. Hold on, Ches. I've tried something here with the settings. If you go into the settings in the main menus on career mode, you can actually alter some of the settings with the sim. You can have square players or circle players, and you can also have either the default colours, i.e. the colours of the kits that the teams are playing in, or you can select red, green, blue if you want to just have like home side always play as a red colour and away side always play as blue, etc. Like you would get with the like little logo above the player's head in-game. And we're 1-0 down through Sadio Mane after 13 minutes. I don't think this one's going to go that well for us against Liverpool, to be completely honest. They're playing what looks like a 4-3-3. So it should be, I imagine, a difficult game. By default, in these sim matches, the AI is set to legendary. Doesn't matter what your actual settings are with regards when you play the game. Like you could be playing on beginner, but when you do a sim like this, the AI is set to legendary, so they play the way that they would if it were on legendary. But when you jump into the game, it obviously takes over with your preferred difficulty setting. Just for those of you that were wondering, I don't think I mentioned that in the interactive match sim video. Oh, lobbed the keeper, Salah there. You saw the ball get bigger and then get smaller again. Mo Salah's just lobbed the goalkeeper and we're 2-0 down. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Timo! We've equalised. It's 2-1. Timo Werner is going to be a banging striker for us here at Chelsea in this save. And I hope he can replicate that sort of form in real life as well. As I record this, the opening weekend of the Premier League is only 45 minutes old with Arsenal 1-0 up against Fulham. So not yet sure if he's going to play against Brighton, or if he does, how well he's done. Oh, that's nicely played. Oh, but well defended. Looks like it's going to be 2-1 to Liverpool at half-time. And I might make a change, I might not. Wait and see what the staminas are of my midfield players as we head into that second half. They might even be 3-1 down. No, good save. So Kovacic looks like his stamina is dropping, but it did go back up there. Obviously, you get a little bit of a boost at the beginning of the next half. His stamina is 75 currently. 75 fitness. That'll be okay. 75 fitness is decent enough. We'll continue on from there and hopefully actually get ourselves fully back in the game. Nicely worked. It was nicely played, nicely worked in the same word there. Nicely plurked, apparently. Go on, Kai. Space for Pulisic. Oh, good tackle by Florenzi. Good tackle by Florenzi. Surprised to see Liverpool actually replace Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. We'll have a look throughout the course of the episode of what other transfers have gone through in this opening transfer window of the season. I don't know as Liverpool have sold Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'd be surprised if they had. Oh, free kick for Mo Salah to take. I don't need to jump in there. It's a defensive free kick. Let me know in the comment section, when it comes to offensive free kicks and penalties, would you like me to jump in and take them? Or would you rather I just left it in this kind of football manager style setting where we just watch the AI do it? Let me know and I'll implement that for the Everton series. Obviously, I can't take your feedback on board for this particular series because I'm having to record this all before you've even seen episode 1. So wait and see what we can do here. Ziyech will put out wide and we'll bring Mason Mount on in that cams role and see if we can't get ourselves back in the game. Mateo Kovacic with a goal, who's just gone off. His last impact in the game is to get substituted after scoring the goal immediately, leaving the field of play. Sorry, Mateo. That wasn't necessarily how I envisaged that happening. 2-2, and we might be going to extra time. Does it go to extra time or does it go straight to penalties? I genuinely can't remember. I know we lost on pens, Chelsea, last year, but I can't remember whether it went to extra time or not. I think it does. We'll find out. Unless, of course, we win! Timo Werner with his second goal, and we go 3-2 up in the 88th minute. What a signing Timo Werner has been for Chelsea Football Club here on FIFA 21 so far. 2 goals on his debut against Manchester City in the opening day of the Premier League season in the last episode yesterday. And now 2 goals in the UEFA Super Cup. 2, thanks to Kepa's save there and the offside, win us the European Super Cup. We are victorious. That'll do. That'll do very nicely indeed. Right then, moving on to the next Premier League game, which was Leicester City, I think. Leicester's 11. Leicester's 11. Seamus Coleman at right back, Tony Evans, Ben Kovic, and Marcus Alonso. At left back, of course, we used him in the Ben Chilwell deal. Ozzy Perez, Jamie Vardy, and Demarai Gray as the front 3. And in the midfield were Wilfred Ndidi, James Maddison, and Yuri Tielemans. Of course, Kasper Schmeichel in goal, as ever. Ricardo Pereira only on the bench. Only on the bench for Leicester. Surprised to see that. I personally would have played Ricardo Pereira over Seamus Coleman, but fair play. Leicester have made the decision. If you didn't make it far enough in the first episode yesterday, I did alter halfway through the game against Manchester City the sliders to my FIFA 20 sliders, which were shot error down to 38, pass error down to 15, goalkeeping ability up to 60, similarly positioning for run frequencies up to 60, and first touch control error down to 35 for the CPU on Legendary. And mine are all unchanged, left at 50, as they always have been. These settings have served me well throughout multiple iterations of FIFA now, and certainly improved the gaming or the gameplay experience in the first game of the season against City yesterday. So I'm hoping we can have another good game today, another competitive game, but fingers crossed, another set of 3 points at the end of it. Pulisic, Havertz. Cross, Kovacic, try and bend it perhaps. Good block by the defender. Really good block. And now we might get caught in the counter-attack. Have to get back in position here, Ben Chilwell. Tielemans, James Maddison, good footwork from him. Demarai Gray. Again, good footwork. Lovely tackle by Thiago Silva. Oh, that's not where that pass was supposed to go. I aimed at Kovacic, I'm sure of it. Here's Demarai Gray, Wilfred Ndidi. Maddison again. Couldn't get the better of Thiago Silva the first time. Hasn't got the better of him the second time. And N'Golo Kante wins the battle of the 2 CDMs. Go into Kai, then quickly forward for Timo. Oh, and the ball just took an age to find him. Kante, Kovacic does well to keep hold of possession. Pulisic looking for Mateo Kovacic again. Good tackle by Wilfred Ndidi, who gets back to make up for his mistake of losing possession in the first place. This is a very competitive game so far, but no chances on goal yet. Kante. Ziyech. Timo Werner's asking for it. Need support. And Kovacic arrives. Cross here is Havertz. How's his right foot? Oh, not bad. Good save by Kasper Schmeichel. Very calm by Seamus Coleman there. That's not the option I would have chosen to play that back to the keeper in that situation. But he's done well, as has Kante, to win that. Oh, but James Maddison does just enough to hold N'Golo off. Will they former teammates? I don't think so. No, James Maddison was at Norwich, wasn't he, when Kante was at Leicester. Here's Jamie Vardy. Oh, it's a nice through ball. And Yuri Tielemans is in and past the defender. I called the keeper. Jose Perez has wasted the chance. Really good opportunity for Leicester there. Shouldn't have played the extra pass, I don't think. Pulisic trying to use his great footwork and pacey play. Oh, space here. Please be onside, Hakim. No, he's off. Oh, this is such an end-to-end game. And because the play keeps flowing so quickly, we haven't had that many chances on goal, actually. I think just that one shot so far, but it's still been pretty hectic. Turns well. Oh, good footwork to get away. Yuri Tielemans. Oh, intercepted by Chilwell. Needed that there. Kovacic to Kante. Chilwell and Kante, two former Leicester players in our starting lineup here today. Hakim Ziyech played in down the line. Lovely little turn to get inside. Looking for Werner. And here is Kovacic. And over here, no, it was Pulisic. That's who the ball was for. He's still going to find him. And he took 10 years to take the shot. Christian, come on, my man. That should be 1-0 right at the end of the half. That is a wasted opportunity. And Leicester have it back again. The gameplay does feel completely different to FIFA 20. The AI, it's the dribbling. That's what's the difference. The difference is their speed and accuracy of dribbling with the new gameplay mechanic of the agile dribbling. Last year, I mean, by all means, by the end of the year, it might be just as predictable as FIFA 20 was. But certainly in these first few games, in this first few experience, first hands-on with the new gameplay, the AI are really difficult to predict in their offensive play. De Gea will deliver a cross here. Fortunately, he's not going to find a teammate. But I'll be honest, I'm struggling to deal with Leicester in this game. So far, it's 0-0, but everybody committed forward in that last move. And now Demarai Gray or a teammate could finish us off. And typically Leicester, on the counter-attack, they lead by a 1-0. I need to make some changes to get us back in this game. He's not quite as physical, Jorginho, but he should be better in the pass and hopefully slightly more creative than Mateo Kovacic. And I'm going to just make that one change for now. But we really, really, really need to get going in this game and soon. Actually, I might take De Gea off for Reece James. Have I got Reece James on the bench? I don't. Annoying. I need to take Caballero off and put Reece James in the bench. Right. Well, 1-0 Leicester. 1-0 down with half an hour to go. Chilwell with the throw into Pulisic. Timo Werner has Kai Havertz. Oh, available through that gap, which was where it was meant to go. N'Golo Kante will play Ziyech in. And could this be an equaliser? No. Should I have played Werner in? I'm not sure. Kasper Schmeichel with a good save. Nice ball by Kante. Could I have squared? I don't know whether it would have made it, to be fair, all the way across to Timo Werner. Good delivery by... Oh, great delivery by Jorginho, who's off the bench to get the assist. And a powerful header by Tony Rudiger. Let's go. Not behind for long. Great header from the corner. Show me a replay. Jorginho with the whip. Rudiger up against Ndidi by the looks of things and just outmuscles him. And it's a great header. We're level. Let's go and get another. Here's Vardy into Maddison looking for the 1-2. And Thiago Silva couldn't adjust his feet quickly enough and it's going to cost us a goal. The aging defender not quite as agile as he needed to be there. I thought I had that red and I thought I had that intercepted. But Thiago Silva just couldn't quite get there in time. And it's a deadly finish from Jamie Vardy. I've got two changes coming in for me now. With Mason Mount coming on and Tammy Abraham too. Havertz and Werner making way for what I hoped was going to be an attempt to try and win the game. Now, I need them to perform to help me get a point. Leicester have got themselves back in front. Nice ball to Ziyech. Tammy's here. Oh, Jorginho around the corner. It could be Christian Pulisic. He could have scored in the first half. He didn't, and he's not found the corner there. Oh, Schmeichel's done brilliantly. We might well be losing here. Away from home. Oh, I can't believe it. After fighting so hard to get myself level. Thiago Silva showing his age. And unfortunately, Leicester have got themselves right back in front again. They got themselves in front quicker than we equalised. And Yuri Tielemans could add to it here. Doing really well, holding possession. Decilio drawn all the way across here. What he's doing in that particular part of the pitch for me to change player to, I'm not sure. Ozy Perez. Indeed, he might go back to Perez. Here's Vardy. This is good play by the AI. Leicester building well. Ozy Perez. I just need to nick it away, but I can't. I want to go on a counter-attack on my own. Jamie Vardy trying to find some space now. Oh, and Kante has won it back. Here is the potential counter-attack. Run for me, Tammy. Don't just stand there, you lazy arse. There we go. Tammy around the corner. Ziyech. Mount. Ziyech. Into the middle. Pulisic. Oh, no. How on earth has that stayed out? Brilliant cross. Great effort. And the keeper unbelievably stops it and keeps it out. Right, we scored from our last corner. I'm going to need that again. Ziyech to deliver. Oh, Marcus Alonso's going to head it behind for another corner. There's still time. I'm actually going to put Jorginho on this and get an in-swinger again. Just to change the angle of the corner. It worked for us before. I'm going to try. It could. Who's underneath that? Johnny Evans. He'll go out for a throw. We're going to get the chance to take the throw. No, it's a 2-1 defeat. It's a 2-1 defeat of the King Power. Fair play to Leicester. Catch me on the counter for their first as we were looking to get ourselves the lead. And then they fired back immediately after we equalised. A drop of concentration. Lack of agility from the defender in Thiago Silva. And despite dominating the game, it's defeat for Chelsea. Our first loss of the season. Not to worry. We've plenty of opportunity in the remainder of the episode to get some more points back on the board. Let's go to our press conference. What are we saying? I think everyone knows Willian has been struggling for form recently. People are interested to know how I'm handling the situation. Every player has to earn his place. I should have checked that was going to affect his morale quite so negatively before I accepted that. Always seemed like a difficult game today between two evenly matched teams. Certainly, one mistake can be costly, can't it? The mistake from Thiago Silva certainly was costly. A frustrating defeat for you. Once behind, you never really look like being able to get back in the game. I don't think that's fair. We just didn't quite take our chances. Great save by Kasper Schmeichel at the end from Christian Pulisic to ensure that we didn't get anything from the game. Feel like we played well enough to deserve a point there, but Kovacic is saying thank you for playing him after requesting the performance. And Willian is saying, it's great to see things are going well for me and the team at the moment. I don't think I've ever enjoyed my football as much as I am right now. I'm happy to be at the club, so I was wondering if it might be time to me to talk about renewing your contract. This isn't the best time, Willian. We're not going to talk about contract renewals yet. Although interesting to see that Willian brings up his contract renewal when, of course, in real life, we didn't renew his contract. He went to Arsenal and has got 3 assists on his bloody debut, as I'm continuing to record as the Arsenal-Fulham game goes on. It's 3-0, and I think Willian got the assist for all 3 goals. Cracking forward then. Couple of training sessions which are well needed to try and improve the sharpness of some of the rotation players. Key to point out, actually, one thing I have noticed with a busy fixture list with 2 games or 3 games in a week, I didn't have any training modules at all between the City game and the Leicester game. So I may have to alter what I do with my schedule, because everybody in my reserves now has lost sharpness because I wasn't able to train them between games. I had a rest day before the game and a recovery day after the game, and with just 2 days between, recovery after City, rest day before Liverpool, recovery after Liverpool, rest day before Leicester. Definitely something to take into account when figuring out the best way to work the training system. So I'm tempted to go only training. I'm tempted to go only training on the weekly plan and then have a rest day and a recovery day pre and post game, and then ensure that I just use the right players in the training drill so that everybody gets to train, everybody maintains their sharpness, and then everybody should still retain their fitness well enough after a rest day and a recovery day for each game when there's a week's break. So certainly something that we're going to have to learn to do, and it's something that I'm going to have to learn to manage, and you guys are going to have to learn to manage when playing FIFA 21 career mode. I'm going to go and have those 3 training drills and improve the overall sharpness of my team. Wolves starting 11, Rue Patricio in between the sticks, Doherty, Saiss, Dendoncker, Cody and Johnny at the back. Obviously Doherty not at Wolves anymore in real life, and that will be the case in FIFA 21 when it fully launches. This is an old database, of course, with regards to players. So still at Wolves here and probably looking to have a positive impact for his old team. But we've made a couple of changes to the starting lineup, actually, that I will show you. Mason Mount starts at cam, and Reece James starts at right back, and also Callum Hudson-Odoi gets a start on the left-hand side of midfield. So we'll see if those changes make any difference to our overall result. But that's a lovely ball by Reece James into Hakim Ziyech, who's in behind here. Timo Werner had made a different run. Can I pull it back? Can I find maybe Callum Hudson-Odoi? No, it is Timo Werner. It's a good save by Rui Patricio to deny us an early goal. We'll deliver the ball in from Kovacic. And underneath this could be Leander Dendoncker, as it happens. Oh, N'Golo, what a leap. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, it's Tony Rudiger. Not quite the sort of dribbling master I needed in that situation. Werner. Mason Mount. Oh, blocked well, unfortunately. Oh, nicely done by Ruben Neves. Oh, okay. I did not expect that squared ball. Raul Jimenez makes it Wolves 1, Chelsea 0. I thought he was just going to shoot, I'll be honest. But he played an early pass, so I didn't have time to react to make any sort of defensive positional changes. Wolves take an early lead at Stamford Bridge. It's been a frustrating start to our opening Premier League campaign after getting the win against City. Defeat away from home against Leicester, and now 1-0 down early doors in our first home game of the year against Wolves. Need to pick it up. Back there to N'Golo. I'll go through the middle. It's Mateo Kovacic, runners around me. Oh, good interception by João Moutinho. Picked off well by Chilwell. Hudson-Odoi quickly forward. Kovacic will go back to Mason Mount and looking for Timo Werner, but great defensive positioning and awareness from Roman Saiss to ensure that we don't feed that through ball through. Reece James going to try and close down Diogo Jota here. And a nice ball into Raul Jimenez. Oh, and finds Diogo Jota, who shows good footwork. João Moutinho tackled by Thiago Silva. Needed his defensive abilities there. Hudson-Odoi trying to counter here. We'll get it inside to Mason Mount. Timo's pointing where he wants it, so we'll lift it for him. But he's not going to get there. It's poor from Mason Mount. Poor from me so far on FIFA 21, I think, as a whole. But I like that I'm struggling. That means that we might see an uptick in difficulty this year, which bodes well for the competitiveness of saves and for the fun factor and entertainment factor too. Wolves putting together some good football here. Adama Traore's footwork's good, but again, Thiago Silva is the main man for me in defence. So good. Unfortunately, that one mistake against Leicester cost us the entire result. Timo Werner's pass doesn't find its way through, but he could look for Mason Mount again and does find him on this occasion. Playing the ball about nicely, Kante, Werner. Mason Mount spins the defender well. Mason in the box and scores. The first goal of the season at Stamford Bridge is scored by the man that's Chelsea through and through, with the club since he was 6, I think. Mason Mount with a lovely turn and a great finish too. We're level. Nice ball through to Jimenez, Adama. Chilwell is there, trying to deal with Adama Traore, but because I can't predict what the AI are going to do at the minute, I'm struggling to deal with them offensively. Tony Rudiger's the man in the way this time. 1 minute was added on, and we actually got to the 50th minute there, but it's going to be 1-1 at the break. That's what I'm struggling with the most, is the dribbling ability and the unpredictability of the AI. I'm really enjoying this, I have to be honest. Even though it is a bit of a struggle. Hopefully, it's the same on the full version when that comes out in a few weeks' time. I don't know whether the fact that I'm playing on PlayStation and I'm not used to having a PlayStation controller rather than my usual Xbox, whether that's playing into the struggles with the gameplay at the minute, but regardless, I'm enjoying it, so I guess that's the most important thing, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the content too. As ever, do drop the video a like if you're enjoying, and subscribe to the channel with that notification bell ticked. You definitely won't miss a video if you do that. And so far, the videos have been coming thick and fast, and they will continue to do so for the next few days. Here's Timo Werner, back to Mateo Kovacic. Ah, it's a poor pass. Poor decision from me. Into Timo Werner, just knock that back. Transfer confirmed. Leon Bailey has gone to Juventus, as you can see. We'll have a look at the end of the episode at the transfer window, and the way that panned out. It's a nice ball through to Raul Jimenez. I'm going to have to be wary of my defensive positioning here. Got support arriving as well from João Moutinho. Ruben Neves, or Raul Jimenez even, moving a ball about brilliantly and buries it. I just don't know what the AI are going to do. That drag back and move forward, the AI haven't done that before. They don't do that on FIFA 20, nor have they done that on any FIFA recently. But they're playing more like an AI, a human opponent right now, and I'm not dealing with it very well. I don't have competitor mode turned on. There'll be a video in a few days, or over the course of the next few days, showing you the difference between how the AI play with competitor mode turned on and the regular AI. But this is really, really intriguing right now. 1-0 down and struggling. At least I don't think I've got competitor mode turned on. I will double check. But I don't think I've got it turned on. Maybe that is why the AI are doing what they're doing. Maybe it is because of competitor mode. I'll look into it and I'll let you know. Mason Mount making control. Oh, the footwork from Timo Werner, superb. Oh, but the finish isn't there, unfortunately. Oh, that's frustrating. That was brilliantly worked. Right, corner to come in from Kovacic on the far side. Who's underneath this? Roman Saiss. Get to that first, please, Reece. Well up. It's fallen to Thiago Silva. To Tony Rudiger. Through that gap. Timo Werner again looking to bend it home. Good save by Rui Patricio again. Gonna have to rely on changes from the bench again, I think. Let's bring Kai on. See if Kai Havertz can have an impact off the bench, because he hasn't been amazing so far this season outside of that game against Manchester City. Do I make another change in midfield? No, I'll leave it as is for the time being. Let's crack on, see if we can't get ourselves another equalising goal from this corner instead. Kovacic delivers. Timo Werner could be underneath. Then Donker away. Challenge flicked away well. Wolves playing well here, and we might be about to lose back-to-back Premier League games, although I certainly hope we don't. Ziyech into Kovacic. Havertz looking to bend it on the left. Doherty in the way. Still looking for that equalising goal. Ziyech to deliver the corner. It's a good one. And on his own, Timo Werner. Really on his own, Timo Werner. But wide of the post. It started off on target and just bent away. Inches from an equaliser. Leicester beating Manchester City. Stefan de Vrij has just pulled one back for Man City, but they are also losing here. And would be their second loss of the season, of course, after losing to me in the first episode. Oh, just couldn't quite find the space there. It's a nice ball forward, but we should win that with Chilwell. We have done, and Callum Hudson-Odoi will get to that first. Into Timo Werner. He and Havertz have linked up well so far this season. I want to get that on Kai's left, though, if I can. But Patricio is stopping all of my advances in this second half. We've had a number of good opportunities, and he has stopped us on every single occasion so far. Hudson-Odoi out of his feet. Through the gap is Kai Havertz. Hudson-Odoi's there again. There's another good block by Wolves. They've done a defensive job on me here. It's been superb from Wolverhampton Wanderers here today. And I think we are about to lose our second game of the season. Chance to take a free kick quickly for Wolves, which they don't do. Oh, and Ruben Neves. This is going to be difficult to keep out. Oh, off the post. Can you believe it? They say keeper got a touch. Keep that in, Thiago. He's turned well. We're going to have to go on a quick counter here. Run for me, please, Callum. He's on his bike, and we'll play him in behind. Doherty's with me. Need a good turn inside. I've gotten one. Support here. Werner. Kovacic. Oh, tried to just dink it past the player. Did that by himself. I didn't click the right stick in, but it's defeat against Wolves. 2 defeats in a row in the Premier League. And I'm starting to think that I am actually playing with competitor mode enabled here, because this has been incredibly difficult. Again, though, dominating the game, just not converting my chances. I wonder who got man of the match. Timo Werner with a 7.8. No, Rui Patricio only a 7.5. Man of the match was Raul Jimenez there with a 9.5. I tell you what, Rui Patricio was unreal in that game. There weren't necessarily the majority of clear-cut opportunities. But look, Manchester United lose 1-0 at home to West Ham. City lose 2-1 at home to Leicester. Fixtures are all over the place so far this season. Let me just go and quickly check if I am on competitor mode, just to try and iron that out. I am on competitor mode. I am on competitor mode. That's the difference. That's been the difference. But enjoying the struggle right now, so I'll leave that on. And you guys can clearly see what the difference is between competitor mode and regular. Writing to let you know that Kante's been developing well, and we're now satisfied he's reached physical and technical levels we expect from him. We'll continue to further monitor his progress levels going forward. I believe he may have the capacity to further improve on his numbers and push past the limits we've previously imposed on him. Is that a sign that N'Golo Kante, yeah, as you see, he's gone up 1 overall? I've had a message to let me know that N'Golo Kante has grown. He's gone up 1 overall. That's nice. I like that addition too. That's good to see. Right, cracking forward. We actually have a game against Peterborough United next in the Cup, which I'll simulate. And obviously, as a Cambridge United fan, I certainly hope I can beat Peterborough. We've got training regime here. I'll just go and sort this out quickly. In fact, actually, the majority of those players there are rotation players that I will simulate with. Right, let's go and play Peterborough. Or let's go and sim Peterborough, sorry. Thiago Silva said he's devastated. Dressing room unrest. We've received several complaints from players and their representatives critical of your handling of the dressing room, financial and disciplinary matters. You must find a way of dealing more effectively with your players. This is an urgent priority. At present, reports and speculation are damaging the reputation of the club. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong at the minute, because morale wasn't that low. I'm devastated, boss. All I wanted to do is get things out in the open. I just want to help the team and help you. And you react to that by taking the Ahmad off me, making Christensen captain instead. You should be thanking me instead, and you'll punish me. That hurts. Okay, that's got to be a bug. Or is Christensen captain in this 11? He is. So because I've switched from that team to this team, Thiago Silva's gotten all humpty with me. I'll pass that feedback on. Hopefully, little bugs like that have been worked on and are ironed out by the full version. Again, to reiterate, early version of the game. This is an old build, so things like that almost certainly have been ironed out already. But definitely something to pass on feedback-wise via the Game Changers program. But let's see if we can get a win against Peterborough. I certainly hope we can. This is good football. Tammy's in the box, who's turned well. Support arriving from Jorginho from deep. We take a 1-0 lead at London Road. Great start to the game. Well, that's a nice through ball. They caught me on the counter here, Peterborough, but they've missed the target. Really good opportunity for them there. Had me on the back foot and chasing them, but they've not been able to take it, and that might be the difference between a League One side challenging a Premier League side and a League One side not getting a result that they want. We're in the box here, but they've tackled me, unfortunately. Still 1-0 up, though, after half an hour. Hudson-Odoi back inside. This has well worked. Here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the box. Ruben Loftus-Cheek still going. Still going. Tammy. Ziyech. Oh, off the post. And oh, there's an offside in there. I thought for a minute that was just going to trickle across the line. It's going to be 1-0 up at half-time. Tammy. Yes, there's a second. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. 2 goals from central midfield. That was well worked. Tammy Abraham with the assist. I have asked, actually, in the Game Changers programme, if we can get... You know how on Sky Sports Score Centre you get the ball for the goal and you get like a little boot when someone gets an assist? I have asked if we can have something like that for this menu, so you could see who scored the goal and who got the assist. I haven't had any feedback on that yet, but it's something that I've asked for, which I think would be an improvement. So we'll wait and see on that front. Can we get another one? No, good save. Yeah, inside Tammy, 3-0. We're going to win well against Peterborough, and that makes me very happy. There's the final whistle. A 3-0 win. Really pleased with that. The changed side doing their job and getting the result that we were after. I might need to set up a third team sheet. One for training, one for a full-strength first team, and then one for a reserve side as well. Just a rotated 11 to play games rather than a rotated 11 for training purposes. Certainly something I'll look into doing. But match has been rescheduled against West Brom. A bid from... oh, I've already rejected that one. That's an email that I haven't removed. Player messages. Christensen, hope you don't mind. They're a bit worried the club isn't meeting demands. I've got it under control, thank you very much. And Mason Mount says, hey boss, I know people have been talking about the position you're playing in, so I'm ready to do whatever's necessary to make us successful. I'm happy to play as a right winger if that's part of your plan. You'll do for me, my man. You'll do for me. That's where he played in the last game. Obviously, not part of his current positional set, Mason Mount. But maybe, if he is going to be playing there for me, I can try and... Where are you, Mason? There you are. We can go to his development plan and set, just as we changed or are looking to add Cam to ZX right wing, we can look to add right wing to Mason Mount's Cam, although it will probably take a while. Only 11 weeks actually, that's good news. Right, let's get Mason Mount trained up as a Cam as well as, as a right winger as well as a Cam, and crack on moving towards the game against Southampton in 2 days' time, where hopefully we can get ourselves back towards the top of the table. I need 3 points, please, boys. Southampton with Alex McCarthy in goal. Max Aarons, Jack Stevens, Jan Bednarik and Sam McQueen. Mario Lemina is a right mid. Ward-Prowse, Højbjerg and Buffal. Højbjerg obviously is at Tottenham now. Shane Long and Che Adams up top. Again, to reiterate, it's an old build, so the latest transfers haven't been done in this build. They will be done on full launch, of course, as will kits, etc. I'm sure I've mentioned it enough times to this point in various different videos that you guys are fully aware of the situation. But competitor mode has been difficult for me so far, and hopefully we can rise to the challenge. Ward-Prowse into Adams, Shane Long across. Oof, good strike by James Ward-Prowse, good save by Kepa. Manager firing off instructions to his team. Oh, cleared off the line by Ben Chilwell, although I think the keeper probably would have had it covered. I'm going to look quickly for Timo Werner here. And on the counter-attack is, it's Mateo Kovacic. Oh, I was hoping it was going to be Christian Pulisic, and unfortunately it wasn't. An interceptor, please, Thiago. Well done. That's what he didn't do in the game against Leicester. Cost me the game on that occasion. Long. Oh, what a through ball. Adams helps it on its way, and Kepa makes the save again. I may find, and this is genuinely a possibility, I may find that I'm not good enough a FIFA player to deal with competitor mode. It's a genuine genuine potential. Just because it's there doesn't mean I'm actually going to be good enough to actually utilise it. But I do enjoy the way the AI play with it. We've played Timo Werner in behind here, though, and we should now surely take a 1-0 lead. And we do. Buried it beautifully. And that is the power of Timo Werner. It's like a German Jamie Vardy, a counter-attack master with a deadly finish. Adams forward into Long. Oh, good footwork again. I keep falling for those dragbacks. I need to be a little bit more reserved and less aggressive in my defending. I need to kind of just position myself and then not dive in all the time. Pick and choose when I go for my tackle, because it's costing me space at the minute, and subsequently chances on goal because space is opened up from it. Nicely intercepted by Thiago Silva there, and we will get it away. I do typically in my career modes tend to be a counter-attacking kind of side anyway, so it's actually working in my favour at the minute. I'm going to try and work that onto Timo's right. It's fallen to Kovacic. I might have wasted that. I really might have wasted that. Ziyech, we get it back on his left. Potentially, he does have a worldy left foot, but unfortunately, well blocked again. I might have cost myself a 2-0 lead there by being a little bit too cautious. Kante, Werner. That's a good run. But I can't find him. Adams into Shane Long. Mario Lemina. Nicely done by Rudiger. See, that time, I didn't dive into the tackle, and I've been able to win the ball back. I'm starting to learn against competitor mode AI. It will take a while, and certainly it will be easier at Chelsea than it will be at Everton. And it's still pretty difficult here. Havertz tries to turn, but Jan Bednarik reads it well. Trying a skill move of my own to beat the AI, but their passing hasn't been good enough here. And so far, we look pretty comfortable against Southampton. This has been the most dominant game we've had for a little while. Timo Werner could end the half with a second, and does. I love Timo Werner. 2 minutes added on at the end of the half. Nicely done by Kante, and Kovacic could maybe send Timo Werner in for a first half hat-trick here. The keeper stayed on his line. I will take it early this time. Bednarak has done enough. Last time I tried to turn inside on his right foot and wasn't able to get a shot away at all. This time I tried to take the shot with his left foot and they blocked it anyway. Regardless, solid first half for us here. Really pleased with that, and hopefully we can build on it. Yeah, Havertz nicely into Kante. He's gone again, Kai. He's going to get there, but he's left-footed, obviously, so I'm going to try and work it onto that left. Ooh, tidy finish. Really good finish. This is the potential of the side. I still don't understand that celebration. This is the potential of the side coming good. 3-0 at the beginning of the second half. We could be in for a great result here at St Mary's. Højbjerg. Forward to Che Adams. Nice turn. He's gone for the same again, and it's worked, and he's buried it nicely. Southampton might be on their way back into the game. It's only 1, and they are 3 behind, but it's really well done by Che Adams, working the space. Oh, I just jumped in there with the defender, didn't I? When he was halfway through the second one with Thiago Silva, just there, and I didn't quite get to the ball. If I'd have not dived in, maybe I could have gotten a block on that. I think that's how I'm going to have to adapt to when the AI do those little... Oh, that was supposed to switch the play. When the AI do those little drag backs, I'm going to have to just not dive in and ensure that I just position myself right to get a block on the resulting shot or pass afterwards. But Southampton have really stepped up in this second half, and Che Adams sets up James Ward-Prowse, who's taken it around the challenge and buries it. Oh my God. They're turning it around. Southampton with 2 quick-fire goals. But the feet from James Ward-Prowse, I threw myself in front of him to block the shot. And he's just read that I was going to do it, waited with the shot, moved his feet and buried it. Don't throw a 3-0 lead away, Ches. Giglio into Havertz. Good movement by Mateo Kovacic there. Not picked up by the Southampton defender. I'm going to lift this with Werner. And we'll find Pulisic. Gets it down, turns really well, lift the ball into the middle, and at the back post is Havertz, who buries the header, but I think he was offside, and indeed he was. Hell of a delivery, great header, but it won't count. Looking to extend our declining advantage, but yeah, a long way off. Long, Ings 1-2, here's James Ward-Prowse, don't dive in, Ches, don't dive in, stand tall, stand firm. Slow them up, make them go backwards, get rid of that, please. Oh, Buffal got to it first, ahead of Mattia De Sciglio. Thankfully, Keppel was right behind it. Forward to Hakim Ziyech. Let's try and work a bit of space to get down the line. Timo Werner is available inside, and Kai Havertz has made a great run, and also making a good run. Oh, through that gap. Oh, and on the far side, Timo Werner will look for Pulisic, who does get to it first as well, but McCarthy makes the save. 11 minutes to go, it's still 3-2. Ziyech to Havertz, forward to Kovacic. Pulisic is constantly making great runs. I just haven't been able to utilise him yet properly. Can't get it to him as often as I might like. I'm going to make a couple of changes. Kovacic starting to struggle with stamina, so I'm going to bring Ruben Loftus-Cheek on off the bench. A few players on the bench still not fully fit from all of their training exploits. Ziyech going to come in there. Do I take Havertz off for Mason Mount? I think so. I think so. Come on, lads, let's hold on. 8 minutes to go. We could really do with these 3 points. Just knock it back. There's no need to rush now. There's not long left in the game. Just want to make sure that we get the result at this stage. Into Havertz. Those substitutions not had a chance to come on yet. Look for Pulisic out wide, who's in a really good position. And can we find a teammate? He has done once, and he can't find a teammate on this occasion. We'll take the throw, get those substitutions on, get the fresh legs in. And then see what we can do from there. Thrown back to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Good first touch. Just a little 1-2. Timo Werner's there. We could get him a hat-trick maybe. Timo looking to get away from the defenders. Lamina matches him for the acceleration. And unfortunately we don't. And now we could be in trouble going the other way. Oh, Danny Ings heads it backwards, thankfully for me. He was in behind there and didn't realise how much space he had. Here they come. Southampton. Sofiane Buffal trying to cause me problems. Thiago Silva gets a foot in, slows him up. We need to make sure we get the ball off him here, and we have done well, and we will get the 3 points at St Mary's. It was close at the end. We did have the ball in the back of the net for a 4th time, But it wasn't to count, but we do get the win. I am enjoying this a lot. Oh, really entertaining game at St Mary's. We'll round out the transfer window now, and then we'll end the episode. Here we are then on transfer deadline day. You can see the biggest deal has just gone through. Latest deals, Marco Reus to Manchester City for £114.6 million. Other deals include Karim Benzema to Dortmund from Real Madrid for 75.5, and also Leon Bailey to Juventus. We saw that in an in-game notification slightly earlier on in the episode. We'll see what other transfers go through. I'm not looking to sell anyone else at this stage, so we shall hopefully continue to maintain our squad size as it is. I might send a couple of the kids out on loan because I'm struggling to actually let me do that. I'm struggling to maintain sharpness for the full squad because I've got so many players and I'm going to be forced to send some out on loan. So let me go and list a couple of those youngsters quickly, and then hopefully we'll be able to get them some game time elsewhere. Right, this is what I've done. I've added Giroud to the transfer list. I've also added Van Ginkel, Zuma, Cumming, Wakely, Broja and Gilmour to the loan list. I've got Billy Gilmour on the loan list, and I haven't... previously I'd rejected some loan bids, but now having gotten to the point where we are in the season, getting more of a hang of how to manage my squad and how difficult it is to manage the squad with the way that I'm playing at the minute with regards keeping sharpness up for everyone, I'm going to send players out on loan and hopefully they can get some good experience. There's been £470 million spent so far on transfer deadline day alone. Transfer bid for Mattia De Chilio, who's only joined us in this window. So I'm surprised to see them be able to bid for him, let alone actually think about trying to take him away from me. A bid from Newcastle from Olivier Giroud. I am willing to let Giroud go, and I'll just accept a bid of 17. I'm not going to try and negotiate that for an extra couple of mil. It's not really going to make that much of difference to us. There aren't that many opportunities left for size. Jorginho and Danny Welbeck. Oh, I'm sorry, Watford. I do not want Danny Welbeck. Reject. And you're not having Jorginho either. And there's no one really at Watford that I would take in place of Jorginho. There's not really anyone of the right talent levels. £772 million spent purely just on deadline day. I'm intrigued to see what else has gone through in this window. Olivier Giroud has gone to Newcastle, sold on transfer deadline day. Niklas Süle has come to Manchester City for £77.7 million. That's one of these big deals. Let's show you what has gone through in this window so far. So Arsenal have signed Brekalo, Akanji and Weiser, sold Kolasinac, Socrates, Nelson and Hector Bellerin as well. Big window for Arsenal. Villa have spent 43 million. Chadli, Garcia, Maximovic and Esgao. Gersons and Svensson in at Brighton with Izquierdo, Stevens and Bissouma going out. Burnley have spent nearly 50 million. Berardi, Terodde and Mkhitaryan in. Brady, McNeil and Tarkovsky out. I've obviously spent a lot of money and made a lot of money. Palace, Kayamba, Buta, Demisi and Lukaku in. Townsend, Avero and Van Aanholt out. You presume that's Jordan Lukaku to replace the outgoing Van Aanholt at left back. Akpaguma, Mario Gaspar, Wilson and Sakai in at Everton with Kenny, Holgate and Coleman going out. Fulham have signed Sangare, Bustinza and Chakfatadze. Leeds have signed Gellin and Sangali. Leicester, Brooks, Coleman, Brooks, two Brookses, Milson and Alonso in with Chilwell or Brighton leaving. Florenzi, Rugani and McCrory in at Liverpool. No, they haven't sold Trent Alexander-Arnold. City have spent 256 million. De Vries, Zaniolo, Royce and Sula with Silva and Stones leaving. Dumfries, Coutinho and William Jose in at Manchester United with Rashford, Fred and Shaw sold. Ait Benacer, Freuler, Fabra, Fazio and Giroud at Newcastle with Cher and Gale leaving. Cataldi, Cabasele, Aguilar, Feminia and Gale in at Sheffield United, boosting their squad without selling anyone. Max Aarons, Mkize, Nelson and Carbin in at Southampton with Redmond, Bertrand and Carrillo leaving. Bashish, Bender and Melendo in at Spurs with Serge Aurier leaving. McGregor, Stevens, Hallanti and Rodriguez in at West Brom. Kenny, Costa and Salcedo in at West Ham with Balbuena and Noble leaving. And Wolves have signed Ndicka and Ollie Watkins, who's obviously gone to Aston Villa in real life from Brentford. That's how the transfer window ends. We've got a training injury, and it's Timo Werner who's going to be out for 3 months. just as I've sold Olivier Giroud. As we're out the transfer window, I lose Timo Werner in a training injury for 3 months. I don't like the training injuries on the first day of a month. I'm going to pass that feedback to EA. Transfer window closed. Youth squad, I haven't and will not be showing any interest in the youth squad at this particular moment in time. I can't believe Timo Werner's out for 3 months. Tammy's going to come in, and hopefully Tammy can do a job, because I'm certainly going to need him to. Willian can go onto the bench. We can always use someone else at striker, or play maybe a false nine with Pulisic or Ziyech, perhaps, if needs be, or Kai Havertz, who's clearly a decent goal scorer as well. So the biggest deals in this transfer window... Oh, that's not what I wanted to look at all. The biggest deals in this transfer window so far are Marco Reus, Kai Havertz to me, Niklas Serler, Benzema, Bailey, Koeman has gone to Barcelona, Tom Alamar to Inter, Allen, who's obviously gone to Everton in real life, has gone to Bayern, Rashford to Dortmund, Romagnoli to PSG, Akanji to Arsenal, De Vrij to City, Stones to Atletico Madrid, Roussillon to Leverkusen, Aspas to Atleti Madrid, Williams to Bayern, Rodrigo's gone to Dortmund, Bonucci to Barcelona, Aspi we of course sold to Juventus, Willian Jose to Man United, Hector Bellerin to PSG, which was a transfer rumoured in real life that isn't going to go through now, I don't believe. Higuain's gone to Valencia, Hakimi to PSG, Rugani to Liverpool, Melendo to Spurs, Zagadou to Milan, David Silva to Barcelona, Luke Shaw to Leverkusen, Guerrero to PSG, Savage to Valencia, Chilwell to Chelsea, obviously Gabriel to Lazio, Brooks, David Brooks to Leicester City, presumably the other Brooks this own was Anthony Brooks, Mela to Berlin, having Martinez to Leverkusen, Bellarabi to Atletico Madrid, Florenzi to Liverpool as we saw, Callum Wilson to Everton, Dumfries to Manchester United, Socrates to Inter, Dahoud to Hoffenheim, Bergis to Leverkusen, Masraoui, Otavio, Aurier went to Milan, Alario has gone to Lazio, Fred went to Monaco, Josh King has gone to Juventus. That's something I certainly didn't expect. So we end episode 2 and the first chunk of Premier League games in 8th in the table, and so far nobody has managed to keep up 100% record. Still 2 sides unbeaten though, those being Leicester, who beat me and Manchester City, and West Ham in 2nd. Well, we're getting better, but still there's room for improvement. Tomorrow we have Newcastle, West Brom and Spurs in the Premier League, with Valencia, Fulham and Lille in Cup football. That will be all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. There will be another episode on the channel, probably out earlier than this one, with regards to something else on FIFA 21 Career Mode, whether that be a deep dive look at a mechanic or an experiment of some sort. I haven't decided in what order I'm going to put stuff out yet, but for this one, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying. Drop the video a like if you are. Make sure you're subscribed, please, and hit the notification bell as well. And I'll see you tomorrow.